Waiting for your next video on this? Well, wait no more because I just watched Alien Romulus and this movie was amazing. Also, you know I love reading comments like these because you know I love to see people who actually watch my videos show their support, and it gives me the motivation to keep on moving forward. So y'all know the deal. Welcome to part 9 of Alien Explained, where I go over the lore and timeline of the Alien franchise. So you know how I told y'all that Alien Romulus is set between the first original movie that came out in 1979 and the second Alien movie? Well, that's the reason why I haven't been posting videos, because I wanted to wait to watch the movie so I could give you guys a full recap. And now that I watched the movie, time to give you a recap. So with that being said, there will be spoilers in this video, so if you haven't seen the movie yet, save this video and come back when you do watch the movie. Anyways, let's get right into it. Now the movie starts off with these two characters. This girl is named Rain and this guy is her brother and his name is Andy. Actually, I'm not gonna say he's a guy because he ain't even human. He's actually an android. And you're probably thinking, what does Rain have any business doing calling an android her brother? So basically, Rain's dad stole Andy the android and reprogrammed him to protect Rain. So Rain actually lives on a mining planet. And so apparently in the Alien universe, you need a travel permit. And if you don't have a travel permit, you're stuck on whatever planet you live on. So they basically said if you work this amount of hours, we could provide you a travels permit and you could go anywhere you want. So Rain goes to the administration of the Weyland-Yutani company and she's like, hey, I completed my hours, give me my fucking permit. The lady basically scammed her and upped the number of hours that she needed to get her permit. She's like, sorry, you didn't complete it, they just raised it. So she was just like, damn, alright. Now on her way home, she meets this guy named Tyler. Now Tyler is an old friend of hers, kind of her side piece, her boyfriend, but not really her boyfriend. And Tyler was just like, hey, yo, Rain, come here, let me talk to you real quick. So he was basically like, yo, I have a super top secret mission and I need to talk to you about it. Come through to the crib. So she pull up to the crib with Andy, her brother slash android, and the whole crew is there. These are a couple of old friends that she had that she haven't seen in a while. So Tyler was just like, all right, boom. So I was on my computer doing scientific shit, and during one of my scans, I found a floating spaceship right above the planet that we're on. Rain was just like, okay, what does that have to do with me? Tyler goes, I'm getting there. So he did another scan and he found out there was cryo chambers. Rain was just like, again, what the fuck does this have to do with me? And Tyler was just like, I'm getting there, I'm getting there. Well, we're gonna travel to this floating spaceship, go onto the ship, steal the cryo chambers, and then we're gonna flee out of this planet because we hate our lives. Rain goes, that's literally illegal. Again, what the fuck does that have to do with me? And then Tyler goes, all right, bet. So the reason why you're involved is because we need your brother. And poor Andy, he's confused. He has no idea what's going on. He's like, the fuck you need me for? So then this character named Navarro, she basically steps in and she was like, okay, the reason why we need Andy is because for some reason this specific spaceship only operates with the Weyland-Yutani androids. So in order for us to operate the computers, open doors, and open the gates, we need Andy, because he's the only Weyland android that we know. So Rain was just like, oh, okay, that's cool. Yeah, nah, I'm not doing it. Bye. So Tyler uses his charm and he convinces her like, yo, I know you hate your life just as much as I hate my life, and I know you want to get out of here just as much as I want to get out of here. And he was just like, this is the only way. And he said this ship is abandoned, so it's going to be real easy. We're going to be in and out of there in like 15-20 minutes tops. You know that's a fucking lie. So Rain was just like, you know what? You right. We're going to go on this mission 20 minutes tops, no more than that. You don't got a clue in the fucking world about what's going to happen next. Alright, so boom, the whole crew hops in Tyler's whip and they skirt to the atmosphere of the planet. Alright, so boom, they found the spaceship and they easily find the cryo chambers. So Tyler turns on the cryo chambers and he was just like, wait a minute, these aren't charged. And this character right here, his name is Bjorn. He's like, what do you mean the cryo chambers aren't charged? Motherfuckers haven't used this ship in ages. Tyler's like, I have no idea, but we're gonna go to the medical bay and get some carbon dioxide, which is basically dry ice, and we're gonna use that to charge the cryo chambers. So homeboy was just like, all right, bet. You said this mission was gonna be 20 minutes tops, so hurry the fuck up. So he was like, all right, bet. So they pull up to the medical bay, they found the dry ice. But see, the thing is, once they released the CO2 from the medical bay, it released the face huggers that were being kept inside that room. Come to find out, they were using the dry ice to freeze the face huggers so that, you know, they don't run around eating people up. But obviously, Tyler and the homie didn't know that. So when this happened, the fail-safe system happened and they decided to shut down the room. So they were like, yo, Andy, since you're the android, you need to open up the door for us. Andy was just like, I literally can't. This is a fail-safe protocol. So it locked him out and they had to find another way in. So Navarro was just like, Rain, come with me. We got to help him out immediately. So Rain finds another dead android on the floor. So she basically takes the chip from inside of his neck and puts it inside of Andy. And now that he has a new protocol chip in his like neck brain thingy, he overrides the failsafe protocol. But there were so many facehuggers that they just busted through the door and broke the glass, and they were just running free. One of the facehuggers ends up catching Navarro. So they were trying to get the facehugger off of Navarro, but they found out the more you try to take the facehugger off, the more it chokes you. So she was just like, wait, let me wake up this android real quick, because maybe he has answers on how to get this thing off of her. Come to find out, the dead android that Rain found was Ash from the original 1979 movie. And I ain't gonna lie, I was the only one clapping when I saw him, because I was the only one who knew this was an Easter egg. Anyways, they wake up Ash. Ash is just like, y'all niggas better run. And Rain was just like, what do you mean we better run? And Ash was just like, yeah, y'all are fucked. You need to run. Rain was just like, I'm not going anywhere without my best friend. So she was just like, wait, we could try to use the dry ice to freeze the facehugger to get it off of Navarro. So come to find out that kind of worked. They ended up getting the facehugger off of Navarro. And Ash is sitting there like, these motherfuckers don't have a clue. And Rain was just like, we just got the facehugger off of Navarro. Why are you still laughing? And Ash was just like, yeah, that's because they already planted the egg. And Rain was just like, what egg you talking about? So after everybody is worried about Navarro, Navarro starts to feel sick immediately. So everybody was just like, all right, we need to get you back to the ship so we could bring you back to the colony so you could get proper help. See, now here's where the plot thickens. Because you know how they took the chip from the dead android and put it inside of Andy? Well, that kind of, switches things up a little bit because he has a new protocol now. And that new protocol basically override the old protocol, which was to protect Rain at all costs. So with this new protocol, he had a little bit of information about the alien. And he was just like, yeah, low-key Navarro, I can't let you on that ship. Because if you go on that ship, everybody's gonna die. And Navarro was just like, peace out. So she started booking it. So Andy chases after her. Not because he wants to kill her, but he wants to protect the rest of the crew. Rain was just like, what the fuck is going on? So Navarro ends up getting back on the ship. And then that's when the egg hatched. And we all know what happens when that egg hatches. The alien popped out of her chest. And because of that, obviously, she's unalived. Now, Kay was there to witness the hatching of the egg through her chest. So Kay let out the biggest scream that I've ever heard in a horror movie. She was just like, yeah, nah, I need to get out of here. Alright, so boom, this is where I speed up the story because this video is actually really long. So she goes back on the Romulus ship to look for the rest of her crew. She ends up getting trapped in the room with the alien that just popped out of Navarro's chest. Ends up finding the crew, and then Tyler was just like, yo, Andy, you need to open the door. So Kay was like screaming and yelling like, yo, let me out, I don't want my baby to die. Oh yeah, by the way, did I tell you she was pregnant? Yeah, she's pregnant. Tyler was punching the door as well, but then he stopped. He was like, wait, pause, my sister is pregnant? So Tyler turns to Andy. He was like, yo, you better open this door because my sister and nephew are trapped in there with that alien. Andy was just like, nah. Tyler was just like, you better open that fucking door. Andy was just like, nah, if I open that door, we're all gonna die. And Andy was just like, yeah, Kay, you need to run. And guess what Kay did? She didn't run. So she ends up getting hurt by the alien. She's not unalive just yet. And that's actually very important for later on. So Rain was just like, all right, we need to figure out how to defeat this thing. So we're going to go to the main lab. And this is where we find out why the protocol that's inside Andy is so strict. Because the protocol is set to Mission Romulus. This is where we find out what Project Romulus is. Do y'all remember in the Alien Prometheus movie where we're introduced to this black goo? Come to find out that Project Romulus was about taking this black goo and trying to repurpose it for human use. They were trying to, further the evolution of mankind, and you know how sci-fi goes, that never works out. So the mission for Andy, and the reason why his protocol was so strict, is because his only mission was to take the repurposed black goo and bring it back to the colony so they could further do experiments on it. Because, everybody on Project Romulus got unalived by the alien. So Andy and Rain found Kay, who was running around the ship. They were like, oh shit, I thought you was dead. So they decided to help Kay out, but they realized she was hurt. So Tyler, being excited to see his sister again, he was just like, yo, let's take this black goo, inject her with it so she could heal up. Rain was just like, yeah, I don't trust it. Andy was just like, yeah, not a good idea. But you know how people are, they don't listen. So she ends up injecting herself with the black goo, but it mutated her fetus baby into like this alien human hybrid 10-foot tall looking thing, basically unaliving the rest of the crew that was left. And Rain basically 1v1 the baby and alien hybrid looking thing. She ended up defeating him, and the last two alive that were standing was Andy and Rain. So Andy put her in one of the cryo chambers, and she was just like, listen, we're gonna get the fuck out of here. And that's basically the end of the movie. As per usual, guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next part tomorrow. Now, if you watched the entire 9 minutes of this video, put the 8-ball emoji down in the comment section below so I know you watched the whole thing. Peace out, y'all.